HQ will begin wake-up procedure.
Chip systems, Dart 6.1, initializing.
In a past life, this was a computer game, but like so many other video games, it was reincarnated. And if you didn't know any better, you'd have no idea this thing was once an intelligent tactics game with an isometric perspective. Syndicate fits into the modern gaming landscape that well. And I don't necessarily mean that as a compliment. Released just last month to the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, Syndicate is a first-person shooter with a sci-fi twist. Corporations have advanced technology to the point at which governments are irrelevant. The world is essentially run by massive companies, and an age of human-machine hybrids has begun. You play as Miles Kilo, a man who lives on the cutting edge of this internal microchip industry, and in a very literal sense, is a killing machine. He can hack into databases, robotics, even the minds of others, provided they also have an internal chip. The ability allows him to manipulate his environment like some kind of high-tech Jedi, or I guess perhaps more appropriately, a high-tech Sith. You see, Darth Kilo here can cause an enemy's gun to backfire, which wounds them and leaves them vulnerable for a quick kill, but he can also force them into suicide, a grisly maneuver that can actually take out several enemies at once. It's like two birds with one grotesque stone. The shooting mechanics are what you'd expect. This game will be very familiar to anyone who's played an FPS within the last 5 years, but what makes Syndicate different are all the little details that embellish the theme. I mean, you have an implanted chip, which means you're basically the Terminator. You can look through walls to locate enemies, you can upgrade your internal systems. I mean, your CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer. I'll be back. And that's all good stuff. In fact, there's even a layer of strategy to deciding how to eliminate your enemies. Not to mention awesome co-op modes that really benefit from those chip mechanics. But especially when you're playing alone, Syndicate is more about the conventions of any other modern shooter than its past or its own unique ideas. At least there's a minigun. You've been terminated!